There we go. Now we're on.
Facebook. Hi. Welcome to the veterans doing comedy for military and veterans and whatever we want to call it this week. We have a don't ask, don't tell policy here, even though the military doesn't. So if you're not wearing clothes, listen, just keep it to yourself. Whatever.
Don't tell us.
We're not jealous or anything. You know, we have to wear clothes from like here on up, but you do you and we'll do us. Kick back, relax, let us entertain you wherever you're at. This is all being done with the backing of the Veterans of Comedy. So what that is you go on your little computer, you know, where you used to have to type www. And he's wearing the shirt with the insignia of the Veterans of Comedy. Thank you, David G. Scott, cleancomedy.com. And you, anytime you need a military person who has served our country to serve up jokes, go there. You can see videos of comedians like David there, and you can pick him or anyone else because they have a motto at the veteransofcomedy.com to leave no laugh behind. Let's heal our military and vets. You know, we've been stuffing stuff for decades. So let's have some fun and heal our hearts and our minds. That's what this is all about. If you're at home watching this, will you please share it? Will you I'm sure everybody knows one military person or one veteran organization or a company owned by a military veteran. Share it and see if they'll play it in their lobby or their break rooms or whatever. Let's get the word out. So we opened this up that it's not just for military and veterans to perform. We're going to let the military and veterans do their comedy. When they're exhausted, then all the other people can do theirs, okay? We get to exhaust the military people first. And you know, if you're military, you're not allowed to get exhausted. So good luck, other people. Just kidding. Well, that's enough with the intro of the show. I'm Linda Marcus Smith, your host. You know, I hope you're warmed up and ready for a few jokes because I'm going to go first and do my thing, and then we're going to have David G. Scott, cleancomedy.com, doing his jokes, and then we got this guy sitting there all blacked out right now. He doesn't have the camera on because that's the way he rolls. You got Darrell Hearns waiting in the wings after David G. Scott, and anybody else that wants to come on is going to come on. So, woo, we got a show for you. So, like I said, share it, or I'm going to come find you. And you don't want that. It ain't pretty. Okay, so a little bit about me, or 5 or 7 minutes worth, whatever. I am from a crazy place where it rains all the time. Portland, Oregon. Oh my gosh, it rains so much that I almost kissed a Portland barista there. I did. Well, he said I look just like Marilyn. And I was like, she's so, oh my gosh, I want to kiss you. She's so, and he goes, no, Manson, you look like Marilyn Manson. Time for waterproof makeup that day. I'm telling you, I had to get the heck out of Portland. I'm a baby boomer. And if you don't know what that is, don't Google it. Let me tell you. A boomer is anybody who you want to see do a bunch of curl ups. You know, like, I wish she would just curl up and die already. That's what we are. We're the kind everybody just waiting for. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna make you guys suffer. I'm sticking around. I know some of you are at home going, does she live in a nursing home or did she escape from one? On a bad day, even I don't have the answer. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I just had a birthday back in March. Yeah, I turned 21 for the third time. I'm officially change the subject years old. I get a lot of joy out of changing the punchline so the comedians still laugh. That was funny, David. I got him by surprise. I go by the name of Linda Marcus Smith for a very serious reason. The new talent booker at Caroline's Comedy Club in New York City is Linda Smith. And
Oh.
she made me put a middle name in there so nobody would get us confused. But just the other day, I was doing an interview of a guy, and before we went live, he said, I got to tell you, you have a very impressive career. I've been following it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks. And he goes, no, really, because I came to Caroline's in 19, and I'm like, different Linda Smith. And so that's why I have the Linda Marcus Smith. And besides, you got to admit, in history, there's been really bad people with 3 names. And I want to turn that around. Yeah. Let's look at some of them. You got John Wayne Gacy, murderer. John Wilkes Booth, killer. Adolf blanking Hitler, hopeless overachiever. Man, he took it to a whole new level. You know who really makes me upset isn't even Hitler. It's John Wilkes Booth. Yeah. Because, he was an actor. And it's upsetting because he got famous with only one headshot. Not supposed to work that way. He went viral before there was an internet. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of you are at home going, she's adorable. Just let her talk. She's going to die soon.
That's right.
I'm not going to die soon. Oh my gosh. Speaking of the pandemic, wasn't it weird? That came out of left field. The pandemic was so weird because they came on the news and they said to me, they had the nerve to come to my house on the TV and tell me not to travel. I love to travel. They said, no, Linda, it's not safe. Stay home. I looked around my tiny apartment, which you can see from right there. There's my kitchen. There's my living room. I looked around my apartment and I said, I'm going to eat everything in the fridge, everything in the cupboards, and everything in the cat bowls. So I did. I didn't travel, but I sure as heck sent my hips abroad. They got their own area code, zip code, and they've got their own boyfriend. They're ahead of me. Yeah, I've been busy. It's true, not with comedy. I've been busy aging. Yeah, I'm winning at it most of the time too, everywhere I go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And the compliments you get. I don't see that I'm an old lady. Other people see that in me. I don't see it. I just think that I'm almost old. That's how I roll. And when you give a compliment to an almost old lady, can you just give them a good compliment? Because I'm getting these weird ones, like if you hold the door open for them, you're not saying that they might have osteoporosis and break a hand opening the door. You're just being kind. That's nice. If you say, you look nice tonight, that's a compliment. But I want the kind of compliment where you're looking hot. What are you doing Friday night? That's a compliment. But I get these weird compliments like, oh my, you're aging backwards. You still said aging, not a compliment. I get this compliment, you look good for your age.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't work. You took away the compliment with the if you end a compliment with a prepositional phrase, David, your night's not going to end in a proposition. Step up your game, men. And the one that really drives me nuts is, how's that go? Oh, you're 70. I heard you're 70. Shocker, I let the cat out of the bag. You're 70. Age is just a number. Oh, really? Age is just a number? Yeah, Mount St. Helens must be a hill then. The great white shark must just be a fish in a pond. And capital insurrection is just the new roving National Board of Tourism. Age is just a number, ain't a compliment either. I just want to school you. That's my little TED Talk inside my comedy. Thank you so much. I'm changing history by being called Linda Marcus Smith. If you liked it, I'm Linda Marcus Smith. If you didn't like it, just call me Marilyn Monroe. Just say you heard Marilyn Monroe. She's really funny. It's fine. Right. I'd like to give the show up now to a comedian who I know, like, and trust. He's out of Kansas City. He's a Chiefs fan, wearing orange today. So am I. Bring on the Halloween spirit. And he is a dad, a grandfather, and a proud member of the Subway Rewards program. I'm so proud of this comic for all he does in the comedy world. Let's give it up right now for David G. Scott, cleancomedy.com.
Thank you, Linda Marcus Smith. I will not confuse you with anyone. Thank you. What a wonderful introduction. Great set.
Thank you.
I don't have any tattoos. I'm thinking about getting one that says, keep moving forward in Latin. I think there's enough room on my arm. Keep moving forward in Latin. Yeah, there should be enough room for that. Either that. Oh, Charisse has joined us.
Hello. There was no link.
When you're welcome. Hello, how are you doing?
Fine and dandy, sweet as candy, depending on who's hungry.
You gonna do a set after David?
Yes. Let's do it. Anyway, the other option for my tattoo is a tattoo of more muscles. I think that would be helpful.
Hi, Linda.
Just 1 second, David. Let me handle something. I think that she might be need to be taken care of. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry you didn't get the link. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, well, I should have made it for Sunday because I've been so busy this week. I haven't had a chance to go over all the new material, but I'll do some of it.
Okay, so David's in the middle of doing his set right now.
Oh, okay.
And just sit back and relax. You're our Bob Hope guest spot. Yay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And just relax, and we'll be right with you as soon as David gets done with his 10 or 15.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, take it away from the top, David.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda Marcus Smith. Yeah, Charisse, you can actually nod off for a minute if you like. We'll wake you when it's...
No, let her laugh.
No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, there she goes.
I love being unconscious.
It's my best work when I'm unconscious.
That's right.
Whoever said words can't hurt me has never been hit with a dictionary. Whoever put full volume doorbells in commercials has never owned a dog. Does anyone sell calendars by the month? I'm not ready to commit to an entire year. I want to have a lot of money, not uber rich, just rich enough to buy a Jeep and then replace that spare tire on the back with a giant glazed donut. Lynn mentioned people wanting her to curl up and die. I am jealous of armadillos. They can curl up into a ball and just lie there, and people think that's fine. Let's all take a moment to be grateful that our internal organs don't itch. People want me to eat certain foods. I've started saying I'm allergic to foods I don't like. It's just easier that way. And besides, what doesn't kill you is probably a squirrel. Yeah, squirrels are terrible assassins. The other day, I dropped my phone down the stairs, but it was okay because it was in my pants pocket. That is actually a 75-year-old joke. I'm old enough to remember comedy on the radio. And that's a joke I heard on the radio when I was a kid. Here's the original of that same joke. I saw a friend walking down the street. It looked terrible. I said, what happened? And he said, well, my wife threw my suit out the window. I said, so? And he said, well, I was wearing it at the time. So the phone in the pocket and the wearing the clothes, it's the same joke, just 75 years later. Here's $1 million idea. A smoke alarm that turns itself off if you yell, I'm just cooking.
Oh, perfect.
I love weekend projects. This weekend's project is to install a strobe light in my closet. You're probably familiar with this problem. Don't you hate it when you take a selfie and get photobombed by your age?
Mhm.
I hate that. My friend said, you can't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a crazy person. And I said, if you're swinging a dead cat, maybe you shouldn't be so judgmental.
That's a good one.
I keep 6 wigs in my car at all times, so I can go back for more free samples. I don't like to brag, but in many circles, I'm known as who?
Mhm.
I'm going to give new meaning to the phrase sleeping around by taking naps in a bunch of different places. And I can do it. I feel like people don't even consider my schedule when they get in traffic accidents. I used to believe in fate and destiny until someone pointed out those are the names of strippers. Here's a question. Vampires cannot see their reflection. How do they get their hair so perfect?
Mhm.
I think coffee sizes should be named after how much sleep you got the night before. I'd like a tossed and turned for 4 hours vanilla latte. I got a new name for premenstrual syndrome.
Oh,
I'm going to call it restless egg syndrome. My cousin is starting a small piano store. Very exciting. Next week is the baby grand opening. What exactly is wild bird seed? Is that wild seed for tame birds? If it is, it should be called wild tame bird seed. Or maybe it's tame seed for wild birds, in which case should it be called tame wild bird seed. I know it's not tame seed for tame birds, because that's called parakeet food. You know who you never see together in public? Papa John and his son Jimmy. What exactly is a cold-blooded killer? Someone who murders reptiles? In high school, I dated a girl who was not voted Miss Kansas City or Miss Platte County. She was voted miscellaneous, probably because her favorite phrase was, whatever. If you ask for change at the dollar store, they just give you a different dollar. In nursing homes, the code word for toilet is mustard, specifically gray poupon.
Oh,
My name is David. I did not name my son David. I wished I'd named him Harley, because then he could introduce himself as Harley, David's son. The other day I was at the dollar store and I gave the clerk a $50 bill and she pulled out a counterfeit pen. And I said, how do you know the pen isn't counterfeit? She said, what? I said, what you need is a pen to determine whether or not the counterfeit pen is counterfeit. She said, what are you talking about? I said, you need a counterfeit pen. She didn't say anything, so I kept going. I said, then you'd need a pen to determine whether or not the counterfeit pen were counterfeit. She still didn't say anything, so I kept going. I said, you would need a counterfeit pen. Finally, she looked up and said, here's your change, Sparky. Now get out. Very upsetting because my name is not Sparky. Instead of going to Starbucks, I stir a cup, I write my name on the cup, I yell my name out, and then I set a $5 bill on fire. Saves me the trip. By the way, coffee is a gateway drug. 1 minute you're stirring a cup with a small wooden stick. Next thing you know, you're in a kayak. The only problem with the road less traveled is the poor cell phone reception. Like my mom used to say, you can catch more flies with a long, sticky projectile tongue than you can with vinegar. My mother was a wonderfully strange person. Back in the day, if you were wearing a hat and a cape, you were a gentleman. These days, if you're wearing a hat and a cape, you're in a marching band. Like my mom used to say, if life gives you melons, you may be dyslexic. Have you noticed that some people drive as if using a turn signal will somehow reveal their plans to the enemy? When I was a teenager, I was in a gang. We called ourselves the Electrical Workers Union Local 412. Our gang color was bright orange, which we wore on reflective vests. We wore hard hats backwards because we were rebels. Our gang symbol was the same symbol utility companies used to indicate where to install a street light. And let me tell you, our neighborhood was very well lit. Linda, thank you for giving me the opportunity to perform. Everybody, thank you. Yay!
Thank you, David G. Scott, cleancomedy.com. Wow, yay. Now I'd like to introduce our Bob Hope guest spot comedian for today, who I forgot to send a link to, and she was trying to get a hold of me, and I didn't see it because I was on here. I'm so sorry, and I hope you have a wonderful set anyway. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Cherie Severin. Oh my gosh. She's entertained the troops in the Middle East and the Caribbean. That's why she's here being on our Bob Hope guest spot. We love her. She's been here before. Her TV and credits include She's So Funny to Tell the Truth and Millionaire Matchmaker. And you will love her. I adore her as a person and as a comedian. And I, again, am sorry I forgot to send you the link and you had to stress. So let's welcome her to the stage and wish her a smashing set. Woo! Give it up for Cherie.
You're really smashing, given the huge audience we have here today. How are you?
It's going to go out to military companies.
Hi. Oh, yes. Hi, guys. How are you? Any of you guys out there, if you're not attracted to me, you're gay. Like, great. And, I like to just get things out of the way. And may I say, I look great for my age. And I'm gay because I just gave myself permission. You know what makes me angry? A lot of things. Okay? A lot of things. But I'm growing old gracefully. Isn't that nice? because I have no choice. Oh, I forgot. I got a, oh, God, I had this incredible set and I forgot to take, okay. It's not going to be, but you know, I still should tape it because you never know. Sometimes things come out that you don't expect. You know what I mean? Like you never know when you're going to be funny. Okay. There are a lot of mistakes I made. There we go. I made a lot of mistakes, you know, and I want to help anyone that's younger not make the same mistakes. Okay. Like if I were younger right now, you know what I would do? I would become a nanny in a wealthy home. I would go right in there, use my charms, break up the marriage. And I would get the room right next to the couple so I can hear the problem areas. I want to do a good job. Well, you know, you don't even have to be good looking. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger and that thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, okay. And I love doing whatever I'm doing on, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but you know, Zoom. I really do, because it makes me feel married again. Isn't that nice? Because I'm talking and no one's responding. It is great. Right? And oh, some other mistakes. Okay. I got a degree in political science. Isn't that nice? It's a great degree you have if you don't particularly want a job. Okay. And also, you know, I remember I was married once. I mean to brag. How's that? Okay. And you know, here was my mistake. Okay. This is my, and I want you girls, because I know, because I've been there. I know there's some women there. And you've got all those straight guys there. My goodness. It's like you're a comedian again. You're surrounded by straight guys with no credit. It's great. Okay? Anyhow, I remember when I was married, I was shopping for my wedding dress. And I remember thinking to myself, don't spend a lot of money on something you're only going to wear 5 or 6 times. But as it turned out, I was only married once and I own no property. Hello? You know what I mean? Because I was stupid. I didn't fake an orgasm. You know what I mean? I constantly fake being on my period. But, you know, and what's weird is because, you know, a period is once a month. Who said it can't last the whole month? No one said that. Right? Right? Okay. And that's why honesty is not always the best policy. Like you learn to BS. Okay. And I need some water. Okay. Anyway, here's water. Okay. I'm not only a woman of a certain age, I'm a woman of a certain rage. I should be whizzing by the 99-cent store in my new BMW. Because Jewish people like me, we love German cars. And my newly renovated lips. And, you know, I shouldn't be, okay. It's like I'm looking for jobs, you know, other jobs to, you know, supplement what I'm making doing comedy. But I saw this one job, okay, and this is really true. And as you know, I never lie, and that is why I am still a renter, okay. And I saw this thing and it said, we're firing. It really said we're hiring, but I saw firing and I thought, wow, I got to apply. Look at how efficient I am. I'm already being fired. I mean, let's just, you know what I mean? Okay. All righty. And oh, by the way, speaking of jobs, you know, I live in Southern California. And if you're looking for a job and you want to go to school and you want them to pay for it, In-N-Out Burger. They've got, and this is true, they've got In-N-Out Burger University. Did you know that? Yeah, they are trained there to flip the patty 18 times on each side in order to get their patty credit. And don't you feel better being served by a guy who's been patty trained? I love it. Okay. And the 99-cent store. Why is that there? Who knows? Okay. I love it though. I really do. Who knew heaven contained so much plastic? And the 99-cent store, if you want it, you can have it. Okay. And it teaches you a lot of things. I love that place. It teaches you compromise. Okay. You learn about compromise. For example, I bought myself a bra, 99 cents. It's 49 cents a cup, less than a cup of coffee, free refills. You can refill your there's too much. And okay, it doesn't multitask. It doesn't lift, but hey, it sure does separate. And what would you rather have? Would you rather have 5 defective bras or a nice big broccoli stalk from Whole Foods? All right. And, like I said, I've learned a lot because a lot of things are, it's attitude, really. For example, if you're man, like if you have a man or a woman or, there's so many sexes these days, who knows what you have. But anyway, it's really crazy, isn't it? Anyway. I was gonna say, did I spit on you, Linda? Because that's how I set my boundaries. That's how I set my boundaries, but you can't feel the spit, so it's fine. Okay. Okay. Like, let's say you're out with a guy and he's looking at another woman. Okay. So that means, okay, so one of the eyes he's looking at, but he's using his one eye to look at the woman, but the other eye is monogamous. Okay. All right. I said that wrong, but that's okay. 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 Doing. Okay. How you think is what counts, and I can think in my PJs. Doing takes getting dressed, and a positive attitude is important too. I haven't had the success I should have had. I should have had a long time ago. I had a development deal a while ago, but I'm not delusional. I say I'm spiritual. How's that? And I like to read things by celebrities. Okay, like what they write. Like Haggerty. What's her face on Law and Order? This is what she wrote. Okay, the thing that made me a better parent was kids. If you don't have kids, that's like saying what makes me a better swimmer is the water. Ooh, okay. And by the way, even though I look really athletic and you can't see the rest of my body, which is very, I was tricked by somebody online. You know what I mean? I just saw his head and his head looked just fine. But I met him and his body was like, what? Anyway, okay. I don't swear. I keep it very clean. Yes, I do. Okay. By the way, so I'm afraid of deep water. Like I'm really afraid. I'm always in the part of the pool where you get the eye infection. The little kids are peeing. But it's heated all year long. And speaking of dating, every time I do a different thing, I'm going to say speaking of, and it's not related at all. Okay. I'm looking for, a guy on the internet, the internet, people always lie, like the pictures they use, right? And so I say, what did I say? The word liar repeated 1,000 times. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. And I met a few guys. It's been really ridiculous. One guy, I thought he was promising because he set himself on fire for a living. He was hot in advance. Wow. And also, he said himself, he was non-union though. I have to have standards. I have to. And I'm Jewish, and this one guy contacted me. I thought this was adorable. Even if you don't think it's funny, do I care at this point in my life? Really? Instead of calling himself Sea Biscuit, he called himself Sea Brisket. Okay, and it's too late for me to have a sugar daddy because they're all sick. No wonder women like myself. You know what's happening? Oh, I haven't yet, but a lot of women, they're either becoming lesbians or getting involved in dog rescue. You know what I mean? And some of the things I've had on this site, like it's okay. One guy, he said my lips were like morphine. Why did he pick morphine? That makes me nervous. You know what I mean? Okay, he's got a problem already. Another, okay, get this. Another loves my lovely, big, bold, and beautiful smile. Guess what? I'm not smiling. Massive. He sends a mass email to everybody, and whatever, you know what I mean? You know that saying. Okay, and when they say they're open-minded, and the guy, that just means they want a threesome. never two guys, right? And that's all I I mean, I've got tons of other, oh yeah, okay, let me just look here, see if there's anything else new to try. Okay, okay. They have generic Viagra now. It only stays hard for 3 hours and 59 minutes. Let's see here. Okay. I still want to get this right because, what I don't think now's the time. Okay, anyway, let's see here. They have a new anti-aging cream. Why don't they ever have a pro-aging cream? Right? I mean, they say that, growing old is a good thing, and they said in this ad, they said, it's anti-aging, it's jaw dropping. That's how good it is. Well, what good is it having great skin if you have no jaw? Okay. And okay, let's see here. And okay. And you know what I hate? I hate when they say, this is going to make your skin glow. I mean, maybe with a few wrinkles, I don't want my skin to stand out. Okay. And let's see here. Oh, before I go to bed, this is what I do. I really do this. I watch the ID network, like murder shows, because I like to go to bed knowing that I'm doing better than somebody, and I'm better than somebody that's dead. Right? And I finally reached a point in my life where I'm doing better than Frank Sinatra. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Like I can go on and on. Okay. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to leave that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Quick. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm like cheating a little bit. It's a hard business, show business. I mean, unless you've got like someone in the business, because you have to break into show business. No one breaks into plumbing. And let's see here. Okay. And nudist colonies, you think they're sexy, right? But you know what? They're not, because a lot of these people, you know why they're naked? Because they don't fit into their clothes. Okay. At a nudist colony, you can be fat and not have to do laundry. Isn't that great? Okay. Oh, I don't like that saying unconditional love. It makes me angry. Like, what if we find out your husband is a rapist? It's like, I love you unconditionally, but could you just stay away? Okay. All right. Okay. My father, you know what he said to me? He said to me, you're not the prettiest, but you are the sexiest. So he's saying I'm not the prettiest, but I'm the one he'd like to molest. Okay. Now let's go here. Ooh, that was a little bit. All right. Anyway, I'll end this with my mother. Let's see, mother. Okay. My mother, she told me before she passed away a while ago, and I went to visit her a couple of times, and she told me that my life would change if I just lost 10 pounds. That's all you have to do is lose 10 pounds. So I lost 10 pounds and she dropped dead. And I thought to myself, if I lost 8 pounds, she'd still be alive and laughing in the audience. Oh, wow. All right, that's it. Is that, you want me to do more?
That's good. That's good
stuff. Yeah, it is some good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going to be easy to get my hour. I can see that. No, it is, because I used to do an hour 20 years ago, but now I've got to do new stuff because I'm older. Don't remind me. Okay, I just reminded myself you don't have to. I just made that up. Okay, and I would go back to therapy if I could find a therapist that would really let me post-date my checks until I'm cured, and I don't wait for the car to get fixed until it's fixed. I'm not going to pay for the car to get fixed until it's fixed. I'm not going to pay for my head to be fixed until it's fixed. Okay, I'm stopping now. It's enough. Wonderful. I mean, I really was. I was overseas before, and I had a great time. You guys were just great.
Thank you so much for
You're so
finding the
welcome.
link and coming on this show.
Oh, you're so welcome.
We love you here. You're welcome back anytime to our clean
good.
comedy show.
Oh, good. Oh, I like you a lot. I do. I think I'm going to Vegas in November, so I'll visit you.
Oh, wow. Let me go off Facebook here,
Okay.
and then we'll talk.
Mhm.